powers are legendary. Their origins are unknown. Their methods are extreme.
And the game is on.
LXG, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Pick'em show. So again, we're going to keep it really short this week again. Josh had a wedding. I am busy with my daughter's birthday. So let's knock this one out real fast. Okay, the first matchup we're going to do is Barbarians versus Nuzzy Futz. In this game, we have a projected score of 81-94, favoring the Nuzzy Futz. He will have Rodgers going to Minnesota. He'll have two New England wide receivers going at the New York Jets, and the Baltimore defense versus Chicago as his highlights. While Craig will have Devontae Freeman playing against Miami at home, and Alvin Kamara versus Detroit as what I think are going to be two of his really nice plays this week. And I think behind those two running backs, Freeman and Kamara, Craig's going to pull out the victory. I don't think that the New England Patriots are going to be this, this is all, everyone's going to boom party that they think it's going to be. The Jets are actually 3-2 in real life, and I think their defense isn't good. But this is an interdivision rivalry. They've been played each other a lot of times. They're not just going to roll over for the Patriots. I think they'll make it a game and keep it semi-respectable and keep their scores low enough that Craig hang on for the victory. My call for this week is that Keenan Allen, who is currently on Aaron's bench, will outscore all his other receivers in this game. Specifically, he will outscore both the Patriots wide receivers this week.
All right, guys, it's time for our Week 6 picks. Doing things a little bit off the cuff this week. I had a family wedding this weekend, and sounds like Jeremy's been pretty busy, so we're doing this a little bit differently. But in my first matchup, I have Jeremy's OG Billy Witch Doctor going against Excuses Starts Soon. My pick in this one is Excuses. His up-and-coming team at 3-2 right now. Jeremy's sitting at 5-0, but lost Odell Beckham last week, and I like Excuses' lineup of Drew Brees and DeAndre Hopkins has been one of the most targeted receivers in football. Also, I think Terrell Pryor finally breaks out and has a big week for the Washington Redskins in that matchup versus the Niners. So I think that trio carries Excuses to the win and finally gets Jeremy in on the loss column in that matchup. The next one I got is Nuzzy Futz going up against Barbarians. I'm going with Nuzzy in this one. Had a little down week last week after killing the league in the previous 2 weeks, but I think he bounces back against the Barbarians this week. We're talking about 97 projected score against the Barbarians, 81. And he's got Aaron Rodgers, who's good every week. Chris Hogan going against the Jets this week, who I like a lot. And also Todd Gurley. I mean, the guy's one of the most used backs in football. The whole offense runs through him. So I see a big week out of him and Hogan, and that carries Nuzzy Futz to victory in Week 6.
Our next matchup is going to be Carlos versus Joski. In this game, we have a projected score of 70-77, favoring Joski. Well, we have to have this disclaimer here that Carlos still doesn't have a quarterback in his lineup. So, assuming he hits a quarterback, the projected score will probably even out to probably favoring him. And as of right now, the best quarterback on the market looks like Josh McCown, who will be playing the Patriots, who have shown to be a very susceptible defense. So that might be a smart play. But Joe, of course, again, is going to have Detroit at New Orleans, where half his team will be playing. And again, I just don't think it's going to be the big shootout everyone else thinks it's going to be. Stafford's a little bit banged up. Breeze has been a little bit... he's not been as much of a gunslinger this year. That defense for New Orleans is a little bit better. And I think this might be a more like your average score game of like 28-30 instead of the 35-40 most people are thinking it's going to be. That being said, I'm taking Carlos. Because again, I don't think Josie's Detroit players are going to go off for him. And I think they're going to keep their scores lower, while I think his Carlos' Jacksonville combo, Fournette, and the defense will do enough to push him over the top. And my call for this game is that if Deshaun Watson, I'm going to stay in the flames here, Deshaun Watson will again outscore Matthew Stafford on Joe's bench.
All right, next up in this Week 6 pick'em, I'm going with the Dirty Slovaks this week to take down Heinrich Maneuver. We got 93 projected points for the Slovaks versus 86 for Heinrich. And Slovaks got two players that I think are going to have really, really big weeks. C.J. Anderson going up against the New York Giants. I think that's a boom player this week. Real good move there. He should have a really big game for them. Giants probably won't be able to score a lot of points, and they'll be looking to run the ball a lot there in Denver. And then also he's got Gronk. Gronk's back and healthy, going up against the New York Jets this week, who have surprisingly had a pretty good offense. And so I think there's going to be a lot of points scored in that game against the Patriots. So look for Gronk to be in the action fully for the Patriots and Tom Brady. Those two guys, I think, have two of the biggest weeks for their positions, and that's going to carry the Slovaks to victory.
My next breakdown here is going to be Adamas Llamas versus Yay Boys in Spandex. This game has a projected score of 95 to 72, favoring Adama. Here's the thing. I'm picking Adama. So is Josh. But I don't think it's going to be as bad as that projected score is. I think Tree has the Palmer to Fitz connection going. I think they'll go off for a touchdown, which will always make her score semi-respectable. She has Alex Collins, who Josh has called for a big day from Buck Allen. I actually think the big day is going to be for Alex Collins. I think this is going to be his first week where Terrence West is officially out, not even going to be dressing. And I think this is where he gets a little run, and he holds onto the ball. He held onto the ball last week, so maybe they have a little more faith in him. They let him actually start the game and play through it. And I could see him having a really nice game and keeping his score closer than it's called for. That being said, I still think Gordon, Hunt, and Brady are going to be able to push Adama over the top and get the W. Though, looking at his wide receivers, this is the only reason why I think there's a chance for Tree. Adama's wide receivers, it's like walking into Walmart, you know, and you see the discount rack of CDs, and it's all hot garbage. But you've watched half of them in your life anyway. And they're like $2. You're like, what else am I gonna do tonight? Yeah, I'll watch Top Gun 2. There was a Top Gun 2, but there is. No, I don't know if there is. But yeah, anyway. So I think there are his wide receivers, the Walmart discount rack of wide receivers, aren't going to come through for him, which is actually why this is my call of the week. Both of their kickers will respectively outscore all their wide receivers. I almost didn't want to make this call because I think Fitzgerald actually will outscore the kicker. But, fuck it. You gotta go all in sometimes. So I'm pushing all my chips in on this one. Adama's kicker will outscore all of his receivers. Tree's kicker will outscore all of her receivers. That's my call for this game.
And now in my final matchup of the Week 6, I have Bag of Ditka's taking down Kneecaps. Projected score here very close. Actually, Ditka's projected to lose by 1 point. We got Kneecaps projected for 81, Bag of Dickas projected for 80. But I really like Buck Allen in this situation here for Bag of Dickas. I think going up against the Bears, they should be playing with a lead. No Terrence West in that backfield this week, so I think Buck Allen gets you a big volume week and probably hits pay dirt at least once. So I think he helps carry that team. Also, Atlanta's defense coming off a bye, playing against Miami, who they can't seem to get anything going offensively. So I like that play as well. I think that's going to be one of the highest scoring defenses of the week. So and that carries Bag of Dickas to victory. So sorry, Kneecaps, but not your week. All right, guys, that's our pick'em for Week 6. Hope everybody has a good week, unless you're playing me, which I hope you have a terrible week so I can get in the win column. We'll see you for the Week 6 recap in a few days here. Good luck, everybody.
In our next matchup, we will have the Chicago Bears versus Chi-Town B-Town. With a projected score of 61 to 92, this one is looking like it's not even going to be close. But, that being said, Kristen does have Julio Jones on her bench, and Devontae Parker in the game, who is right now doubtful and is projected for 0 points. So if she switches them in, it'll be a little better. And she has no running back 2 right now. And not that there's not a lot of good options out there at the moment. But last time I checked, Samaje Perine was around, and he didn't do much last time, but he's going to be starting the game. So you might want to pick him up, put him in. Even with those 2 guys plugged in, if you can get them, I think the Nelson and Thomas, Josh's wide receivers, and Ingram's first game without AP hanging over his shoulder, I think it's going to be too much. I think they're going to get the W. That being said, I do like Kristen's Thielen versus the Packers with no Diggs. He's going to be their wide receiver 1, though he plays from the slot, so he's going to get lots of run this game. And then Lamar Miller, he hasn't been lights out this year, but he's going to Cleveland, which has had a decent enough defense, but they're not going to run away with this game. So Miller he's going to get usage all game, and I can see him getting a touchdown. So my call for this one, as much as I want to say Kobe Fleener will outscore Michael Bennett, I can't do it. I got to back off the Fleener for a week or 2. That being said, my call will be that Julio Jones and Adam Thielen will outscore Nelson and Thomas on Josh's team. While Josh might get the win, Kristen's wide receivers will outscore his this week. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this show. Thanks for watching. Good luck this weekend. We'll see when the smoke clears after the games. We might finally have every team with a win, and we also might have every team with a loss. So we'll see what happens, guys. Take it easy.